Archangel Michael says, the silence you've been feeling around you is not emptiness, it is hesitation. Someone very close to you is wrestling with a heavy decision, and that choice has your name carved into the center of it. Their every thought, every sleepless night, circles back to how their next move will impact your life. This decision is not ordinary, it holds weight, timing, and consequences they can barely hold within. They've seen signs, heard voices in their heart, and even asked heaven to intervene before they make it. But Archangel Michael whispers now, they are running out of time. You've sensed their inner turmoil without knowing the source. Their distance, their sudden coldness or strange behavior wasn't because they don't care, it's because they care too much. They are stuck between loyalty and fear, truth and destruction. This message is not by accident. You were meant to open this right now. Because if you read on, you'll understand exactly what's pulling them apart from the inside out. Type Amen to get blessing 333. There is something they are hiding from you, and it's not out of malice, it's out of guilt. A decision was made in the past, and now they are standing at the same crossroad again, haunted by the weight of what happened before. They feel if they choose wrongly now, they'll lose you forever. They're scared of your reaction, scared you'll never look at them the same again. So instead of speaking up, they delay. Instead of explaining, they disappear in moments that matter the most. Their mind is torn like a cloth caught on both sides. On one side is a future that includes you. On the other side is a truth that might break your heart. And so they stay quiet, hoping somehow, the pain will pass without ever needing a decision. You are not forgotten. You are not unwanted. You are deeply loved, but this silence is the loudest cry they've ever made. Type Amen to get blessing 774. They keep revisiting a conversation that never happened. One they rehearsed again and again. But the words always feel like thorns in their throat. Archangel Michael says this person wanted to tell you something weeks ago, but they were stopped by someone else's warning. A third party is involved, someone who doesn't want the truth to reach you, because it threatens what they've tried to control. This person doesn't just carry confusion, they carry fear. Fear that one truth could destroy every bridge built between you. But what they don't realize is, the delay is doing more damage than the truth ever will. You deserve clarity. And clarity is coming, unexpected, sudden, powerful. Type Amen to get blessing 918. There's a letter written but never sent. It has your name at the top. And at the bottom is a trembling hand signature, someone who once made a promise to always protect your heart. You mean more to them than you know. But the guilt of their silence is beginning to change who they are. They're not eating right, not sleeping, not able to focus, because all their energy is trapped in the battle between truth and loss. Archangel Michael says they've spoken your name while crying alone. They've looked at your picture and whispered apologies you haven't heard yet. And the heavens have taken notice of their turmoil. You must know, even in their silence, they are begging for one more chance to get it right. Type Amen to get blessing 642. This is not just about love. It's about your destiny. What they are choosing will affect not just the emotional space between you, but also your finances, your opportunities, your direction in life. Someone else warned them that helping you would cost them everything. So they are torn: give you what you deserve, or obey the fear whispered in their ear by someone jealous. You were chosen for a breakthrough, but this person holds the final piece. And now that piece is burning in their pocket, and they can't hold on much longer. Soon, the heavens will shift something in their soul. And when they do, their feet will move straight toward you. Type Amen to get blessing 150. The storm inside them is not calming down, it's growing stronger. And if they don't speak soon, they will lose not just your presence, but their own peace. They keep looking for signs. They keep scrolling through memories, thinking of the moment they first made you smile, and how they might never see that again if they speak the whole truth. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. But Archangel Michael has intervened now. He has sent signs through dreams. He's pulled them into spiritual restlessness that cannot be ignored. They are waking up at 3:33 a.m. thinking about you. They see your name in random places. They hear songs that remind them of your laugh. Type Amen to get blessing 891. They are scared because they know the decision will expose something they've done behind your back. It may not be betrayal, but it is something you wouldn't approve of. They thought hiding it would protect you. But now they realize it's only keeping you apart. And it's not just about the past. What they decide now could either keep your paths aligned or send you in different directions forever. Their soul is calling out for redemption, and heaven is listening. Type Amen to get blessing 443. They remember a promise. A night where they looked you in the eyes and said they'd never lie. That promise haunts them. A family member is pressuring them to keep quiet. Someone older, someone manipulative, who knows revealing the truth could destroy their plan. That person has control over a situation involving money, inheritance, or documents, and they're using that control to silence your person. But light always finds cracks in the dark. And that light is bursting through now. Archangel Michael says their hand is trembling toward the phone. They're this close to calling you. Type Amen to get blessing 234. They fear your anger. But they fear your disappointment even more. Because once upon a time, you believed in them like no one else ever did. Your belief became their comfort. And now, the thought of losing that is like a fire under their skin. They need courage. And that courage is being downloaded from the divine right now. Archangel Michael says you may not need to go looking for answers anymore. The answers are coming directly to you. Type Amen to get blessing 557. There will be a knock. A message. A whisper. Something will trigger the truth, and it will come fast, without a warning. This person is going to break. Not because they're weak, but because they can't take the spiritual pressure anymore. The angels have been surrounding them with signs: your birth date, your initials, repeated numbers. Their soul knows, it's now or never. And that's why you're reading this now, because a shift is about to happen. Type Amen to get blessing 111. This decision isn't just about you, it's about restoring what was broken in their own life. You remind them of a version of themselves they lost. And by coming clean to you, they get closer to finding who they truly are. They're going to mention something strange. A dream. A feeling. A name you didn't expect them to know. That will be your sign. You'll feel it in your chest, a spiritual chill. You won't need confirmation, you'll know. Because heaven's hand is already moving. Type Amen to get blessing 999. You've waited. You've wondered. But now the wait is almost over. What's coming is divine, guided, destined. The conversation they've been avoiding will finally come. And when it does, it will hurt, but it will also heal. Prepare your heart, your soul, your future. Because truth is on its way, and with it comes release. Type Amen to get blessing 880. They are going to confess something that might sound unbelievable at first. But Archangel Michael says, listen with your spirit, not your fear. Because the words they release will be covered in regret and shadowed by a deep desire to make things right. They never meant to hurt you. They were trying to protect themselves from something darker, something that happened long before you. But now you're caught in the middle of their healing and their silence. This is more than just a decision about love or loyalty. It's a decision about who they want to be moving forward. And you are the mirror forcing them to look honestly at themselves. They're scared to face the version of themselves that hurt you, but they're even more scared of losing you forever. Type Amen to get blessing 702. There's a clock ticking. Every hour, they grow closer to the point of no return. Every minute, they rehearse words they've never had the courage to say. They tried to forget you. They tried to move on. But your presence is tattooed on their soul, and their heart cannot function without your energy flowing through their thoughts. Archangel Michael says they will be given a final sign, an event, an unexpected encounter, or a mirror moment, where they see your pain reflected somewhere else. That moment will be the divine push they can no longer avoid. And when it happens, everything will change. Type Amen to get blessing 391. They might show up unexpectedly. With shaky hands. With heavy breath. With eyes that won't stop watering. They won't be perfect. They won't have all the right words. But they will bring something precious, truth. Their voice may crack. They might start and stop and start again. But inside that hesitation is a soul begging you not to turn away. You'll know it's real, not because of how confident they sound, but because of how broken they feel speaking it. Type Amen to get blessing 506. Archangel Michael says someone from their past has returned to manipulate them. This person knows your connection is powerful, and they're afraid of what would happen if you both united in truth. So they're using threats, guilt, old secrets. But they won't succeed. Because heaven has placed spiritual armor on your person, and they are growing stronger every hour. Soon, they will no longer be influenced by fear. They will only follow what their spirit knows is right, coming clean to you. Type Amen to get blessing 888. They may offer you a gift. A letter. A necklace. A memory you forgot you even shared. That will be the key, the moment you feel how much they remembered even when it looked like they walked away. You were not abandoned. You were delayed. And the delay was not punishment, it was protection. Because what they're ready to give now, they weren't ready for before. But now? They've tasted life without you, and it's empty. Their spirit knows, it's time to restore. Type Amen to get blessing 222. They've been fighting their own demons in silence. But your name became their light in the battle. In the darkest hour, they called out for guidance. And Archangel Michael sent them visions, dreams, and angelic nudges toward your direction. The air around you has felt heavier lately, that's not your imagination. It's the spiritual weight of a decision being made in your favor. And the shift is moments away. Type Amen to get blessing 610. You've carried so much. You've cried in silence, wondering why this connection felt unfinished. The reason is, it wasn't finished. What they decide in the next few days will change your direction. It will open or close doors that have been creaking for far too long. They are going to tell you something about themselves that explains everything. Why they were distant. Why they avoided certain dates. Why they pushed you away. Archangel Michael says, the revelation will free you both. Type Amen to get blessing 181. This is bigger than just two people. This is generational. Someone in their bloodline made a vow to never let happiness last too long. That vow is being broken now. Your connection is the sword that's cutting through old cycles. And that's why it's been so heavy, because you were never fighting just each other. You were fighting years of silence, pain, and spiritual contracts you never signed, but carried anyway. Now, freedom is near. Type Amen to get blessing 462. They will say they are sorry, not just for what they did, but for everything you had to go through alone. They'll admit they should have spoken sooner. That they knew things you didn't. That someone warned them if they chose you, they'd lose everything they built. But now they realize, nothing built on fear is worth keeping. They want to build again, with honesty. Type Amen to get blessing 303. Their eyes will not lie. Watch their hands. Watch their posture. The truth will be in their body long before it leaves their lips. They might break down. And in that breakdown, you'll see the version of them that's always been real. Not the mask. Not the fear. Just the soul. Archangel Michael says when they finally speak, the wind around you will shift. You'll feel a presence. you'll feel light. Because truth always carries divine energy. Type Amen to get blessing 114. Don't prepare for confrontation. Prepare for awakening. This won't be a war. It will be a reckoning. And when it's over, the path will be clear, for you, for them, for what comes next. They are scared, yes. But they are also brave. Because love is louder than fear now. Type Amen to get blessing 575. You have passed so many spiritual tests in silence. Heaven is proud of your endurance. Now, heaven is preparing your table. What this person says will mark the beginning of a new season for you. One where confusion no longer clouds your mind. One where everything makes sense, finally. You were not forgotten. You were chosen. And what's coming is proof of that. Type Amen to get blessing 999. They're going to look you in the eye and tell you something they never told anyone else. A truth they buried, hoping it would disappear, but it only grew stronger. You were the one person they didn't want to lose, and yet the one person they couldn't fully face. Archangel Michael says the chains of shame are breaking. This moment is sacred. It's not about judgment, it's about release. They've been punishing themselves long enough. Their smile faded, their light dimmed, all because they carried the weight of silence on their shoulders. But your love, even in distance, has kept them alive. You've been their anchor without even realizing it. Type Amen to get blessing 411. They tried to walk away from their feelings for you. But the connection was too divine to break. Every path they took led them back to your memory. Every meal they ate reminded them of you. Every street they walked whispered your name. Even the faces of strangers started to look like you in certain lights. You are not just someone they loved. You are someone their soul remembers. And that memory is what's pulling them back now. Type Amen to get blessing 227. They almost gave up. Almost walked away for good. But the angels intervened in the last moment. They received a dream. In it, you were leaving. And the pain was unbearable. They woke up sweating, gasping, holding their chest. That dream was not fiction, it was a spiritual warning. They now understand, without you, they are only half alive. And they are ready to fight for the other half. Type Amen to get blessing 763. The decision they're struggling with is not just about words, it's about action. To step forward and prove that they are no longer that same person. That they're not driven by ego, fear, or influence anymore. They're choosing love. They're choosing honesty. They're choosing to show up, finally. Even if their voice shakes. Even if they cry. Even if you don't forgive them right away, they are prepared to own their truth. Archangel Michael says your forgiveness will unlock their destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 336. You might be shocked by what they say. You might feel hurt, confused, even angry. But don't run. Breathe. This moment is not just about closure. It's about realignment. The heavens are restoring something sacred. A bond that was created not just in this life, but beyond time. A soul contract is about to be fulfilled. And your name is etched into the center of it. Type Amen to get blessing 444. You've waited long enough. The spiritual delay is over. The decision is being made in your favor, even now as you read these words. They've seen the signs. Felt the nudges. Heard your name in songs, in stores, in random conversations. Everywhere they turn, the universe is reminding them of you. Because it's time. They know they can't avoid you anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 129. Archangel Michael says the enemy tried to separate you too. Through lies. Through confusion. Through people who pretended to have your best interest at heart. But their masks are falling. And your person is seeing clearly now. The moment they speak the truth, a spiritual fog will lift. Blessings that were blocked will be released. A divine path will open beneath your feet. This message is your confirmation, you were right all along. Type Amen to get blessing 556. Prepare your heart. Clear your space. An important conversation is about to take place. They will either show up in person or reach out with trembling words. Whatever form it takes, do not ignore it. Because this is not just a conversation. It's a turning point. Heaven has already ordained what's about to happen. And your patience has earned this moment. You are about to receive what your soul has been crying for. Type Amen to get blessing 202. They may confess more than you expect. They may tell you about a betrayal they witnessed but never told you about. About something someone close to you did. They didn't want to be the one to break your heart, but now they know silence has broken it more. They might cry. You might cry. But healing will rise from those tears. The sky will feel different afterward. You'll feel lighter. Because truth always leaves behind light. Type Amen to get blessing 888. This message found you right before the shift. Right before the message. Right before the moment that changes everything. Nothing will be the same after this week. And that's a good thing. You're not going backward. You're not staying stuck. You're rising. Because truth is coming. And with it, freedom you forgot you were waiting for. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Your name is being written in a divine book right now. A new chapter. A healed chapter. This person who has been struggling for so long will finally release what's been held back. Their confession is not weakness, it is a sign of love. And when it happens, you will feel heaven smiling down on you both. This is the final delay. Get ready to receive what you deserve. Type Amen to get blessing 999.